game back here inside of Studio 43. I'm James Brown along with Coach Nate and Matt. And
so you see right there, 33 seconds left. You're down by 7 points. Jaden Daniels finds Terry McLaurin on the sideline. He takes it and is going to go all the way, 86 yards. All you need now is to snap the extra point, and the game is tied, but the snap is not clean. It's low. Austin Seibert misses the extra point. Watch it snap. So, you know, it's a three-part operation. The snap's low.
Yep.
The kick is down. The holder does a great job with that. I think you'd much rather have a lower snap. It's just a bad kick to me. I know
it's just a bad kick.
It was a bad kick.
But even as a kicker, I'm no kicker, but as a kicker, you see a bad snap.
No.
And isn't there a hesitation there?
There's trust you have to have. There's a degree of trust you have to have as a kicker with that holder.
But it throws off the timing,
It
Coach.
may throw off all those things, but those are the concentration, having coached special teams.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Okay, I've coached special teams. It's not always going to be perfect. You're going to have it inside, you're going to have it low. I'd much rather have it lower than higher.
So you're telling your kicker, you got to go through your motion, kick through whatever you see in front of you.
You have to trust the fact that ball's going to be down. And as I looked at the holder did a great job to me picking that off and putting that ball, laces were away from him. And I think it may have, though he may have altered his focus and his concentration on there, maybe trying to slow down the operation. You can't slow down the operation, which is why, to me, he got through it and missed it left.
It's interesting. It's interesting with Washington, as we've seen all year. It's the details. In critical times, to do the little things right. You've got a snap, a kick, and a hold that you got to get down to put that into overtime. A couple of weeks ago against Pittsburgh, you have the fourth down or the jump offside situation at the end of the game that ends their chance. The difference right now between 2 or 3 more wins for the Washington Commanders, small little details. They have to get it cleaned up.
And, Coach, let's go back to your point again. Division games at this point.
And you can see it happen all afternoon. You sit there, we talked about Houston and Tennessee. You talk about Washington and Dallas. It's amazing. I mean, and these teams, they don't look at records. They're the one they have to play these teams twice a year. And these games become personal. And I mean, it's something because it takes you into the next year. And these are the same teams you're going to play twice next year as well.
Throw the records out. Forget about your superstars. Doesn't matter if Dak's playing or not. We know you better than you know yourself. So this game will be competitive regardless of how we both are coming into this one.
You know what? You were talking about Washington and in terms of what this means to a young squad trying to get there. Elaborate.
Yeah, I mean, for Washington, this is tough, right? It's been multiple times throughout the year where it's lack of discipline, lack of fundamentals, lack of just being on the same page has not, gotten them to where they want to go to. I think of the offsides penalty against the Pittsburgh Steelers today, fumbled execution on the snap, place and hold on the extra point. Just disappointing. But Jaden Daniels keeps putting them back in these positions. He has no flinch to his game. That throw down the sideline to Terry McLaurin to get them up the sideline to score right there. I mean, it's impressive what he's done.
Yeah, it's unbelievable when you look at what the Commanders have done. They have really turned around not just their play on the field, but we are looking at this organization differently. It's tough, though, when you look at the losses. Today, forget about that onside return. That was less than a touchdown. The week before, a touchdown loss to the Eagles. The week before that, they lose by 1 to the Steelers. And we remember the Ravens took them down to the wire. They lose by a touchdown. These are all really good teams they're losing to, and they're in every single game. And they still got a shot to make the playoffs. That gives you a little bit of hope knowing that we're good enough to play with the big dogs.
There's no question. And it was a divisional game. We've talked about that all day long. But the thing Cooper Rush has done in these last 3 weeks has been very impressive. He's stepped in for Dak Prescott. And for Mike McCarthy, this is a big win going on the road against all the things you're talking about, a team that's in the contention. They aren't. But, man, they came out and played well today.
And you mentioned with Mike McCarthy going into this season without an extended contract. Look, my hat's off to him.
They played hard today, and they got Micah Parsons back, and the defense looked like they played
better. That seat is hot. That seat is hot.
No question about it. All right.